There would be times I'd look at myself in my mirror and I'd be like, you're not pretty, but you're not ugly.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Who Even Are You? I'm your host, Brianna Mack, and today we have our first guest. Everyone give a round of applause.
Yay!
Yay! Our first guest is my best friend, Wayne Hudson.
Hey!
Wayne Hudson is here today to talk to us about all the questions that I have on this thing. Probably not all of them because I wrote 30 billion, but we're going to talk about it. To start off, Wayne, tell us a little about yourself. Who are you?
About Wayne. My name is Wayne. I am 23 years old. I born and raised Omaha, Nebraska. I do the same things this one does, pretty much. I don't know what else to say. I like to sing.
I like to sing.
I like to act. I can dance every now and then.
Triple threat.
I try. I do. That's pretty much it.
That's a great start because you know what? We do start always this program with a rapid fire question
Okay, please,
section
yeah, get
that
in there.
I did not send you because I wanted them to be off the cuff.
Okay, cool. I'm ready.
All right, we're getting into rapid fire questions as quick as you can.
Okay.
Give me an answer. Okay. Name.
Okay. Wayne.
Age.
23.
Occupation.
Uh, mainly performer. Anything else that'll pay the bills.
Perfect. A fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact. I was gonna say my favorite color is green. That's a favorite. My favorite color is green, and I like boneless wings.
Perfect.
Over bone-in.
I do not like chicken on the bone. It freaks me out. I don't like any bone in a meat. No offense to people that like it.
Sometimes I appreciate like the bone because like you have to feed the predator inside yourself. We're omnivores at the end of the day, but I do like a boneless wing because it's just like a big ass. You get all the meat and none of the mess.
A big chicken nugget, if you will.
Yep.
What's your favorite movie?
I honestly don't know that I have one.
What's your favorite movie at the moment?
At the moment?
Or a good one that you've seen recently?
I did like One Battle After Another.
That was a great film.
I won't say it's like my favorite ever, but I was more impressed by it than I thought I would be.
I agree.
I guess the first movie that came to mind when you said favorite movie was at the same time Lion King and Princess and the Frog.
Ah, Princess and the Frog is my favorite film.
Yeah.
Favorite TV show?
Adventure Time. Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
If not boneless wings, I mean, I'm a very big fan of Abelardo's Mexican Fresh. Thank you. Don't know how
Bar
fresh.
and Grill.
Bar and Grill.
Well, I don't know. I trust Abelardo's more than I trust most.
Okay, yeah. I do too.
The way they be cooking up my food and taking 10 years, it better be fresh.
Yeah, God damn it.
They are chefing it up from scratch up in the kitchen.
You know, that's okay.
I'm in the line like this.
Appreciate it. Like, right. Falling asleep at the time as well.
For real. It's always 2 a.m. The last time we went, it was after T. Henry's Bar and Grill, and I've never had to pee more in my life.
Yeah.
I was
make you wait for it.
Oh, and
it's not for nothing.
I support you and I support my friend Aislinn, but I almost pissed in her car.
Oh.
Like, bad.
It was good though.
I wouldn't know.
Did you get? Oh,
no.
It was good.
I was trying not to vomit, which I did anyway. So no worries. What's your favorite animal?
You know what? Actually, I was talking about this today. It not necessarily my favorite animal. You know what it might be turning into?
Okay.
There is a bird called the African shoebill that I've been I've always liked it. It's like a crane or a stork of sorts.
Okay.
You had to have seen it because I think it's been making its rounds on TikTok, which might be why it's on my brain. But it's really scary looking. It's got this big fucking bill.
I've definitely seen it.
Yeah, and like when it claps it sounds like an AK-47. But like they're so cool to me.
Birds freak me out.
Well,
I don't think they're real. Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. I think birds that we see here are not real. I think birds in the wild like that are real.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree. Nebraska birds don't really count.
They're not real.
Well, at least like not the Nebraska birds that we know.
Yeah.
But
cardinals are real. I have jurisdiction on what
On what's a
Birds,
real
I
bird and
think, is
what's
real.
not.
Yeah.
Robins or whatever the fuck those like orange bellied ones that we have here. I
Not
think
real? Or real?
no, not real.
Not real?
Not real. But I would say
Pigeons are real.
pigeons are
'Cause they're fucking
real.
dumb.
I think blue jays are on the fence.
Blue jays are on the fence. They're beautiful though.
Gorgeous
There's lots of
birds.
blue jays like are outside this little apartment.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
I
interesting.
see them in the trees all the time. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I know my favorite color.
Hmm.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
You already answered that, but that's fine. Your astrological sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Triple. Scorpio stellium.
I forgot you're a triple Scorpio.
Yep.
If you were a kitchen utensil, what kitchen utensil would you be and why?
I feel like I would be those I think they're normally the ones that you use for pasta, like
The scoopy spoons?
the scoopy spoons, but there's like kind of prongs, and there's like a
prongs.
hole.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I like those
That
ones.
That one.
Why would you be that?
Because I originally was gonna say a colander, but like I don't think that highly of myself. It's multi-use, like if like you could use it for more than just pasta, but I don't know. I guess it just made sense for me. There's a lot going on at once. Everything everywhere all at once.
And that's a film I've heard.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to sit?
There's a park here. We've been there many times. It's called Glacier Creek Preserve. There's a creek. To paint the picture, it's like farmlands, prairie. You kind of go through the farm, go through the prairie, veer off the trail into the trees, go down a little hill. It's like a quiet little creek. Love it.
Great one.
Love it. If you can get past like the mosquitoes and the bugs of it all.
And there's lots.
There's many.
Lots. It's a long walk too.
But you know what? It's so worth it.
But it's all worth it in the end. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
How did we meet?
We met at the Rose Theater, doing conservatory, and we did it. It's not that I didn't like you, but I also really wanted the part that she got and didn't get it.
Correct.
So I was a little salty for a little bit, but then I was like, oh wait, she's actually cool, so it's fine.
Which is really kind, and I think a lot about that because fully when I auditioned for that role, it was because everyone else that wanted the role had gone up, and I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I can do it. And then I literally was like, well, I might be a fairy in this show. And then I was, in fact, I was
booked
like,
it?
okay,
Yeah,
booked it. Booked and blessed.
There were some of us that prepared for a couple of beforehand.
To be fair, though, Wayne was the lead in the next show. So really, we had back-to-back years leads.
Like, what the hell?
I was a lead, and then you were a lead, and I was a slave. So it all worked out in the end.
You know, a happy Black History Month. Come on.
Hey, History Month. Yeah. Wow, yeah. Sorry, everybody. And what's your earliest memory of us?
Like, earliest, like, fond memory? I don't remember exactly everything, but I just remember, like, being in your car. Like, one of the first times I was in your car when you were driving me around, as happens often, and just, like, vibing to music and, like, singing and whatever. And I remember, actually, it's probably the time that you were, like, harmonizing, and I was like, oh. Not in a bad way, but I was like, oh. And then now that's all I do.
See, at one point, someone in your life will teach you how to harmonize, and it will change your life.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess I hadn't thought to, like, oh, I can harmonize whenever I want.
Whenever you want.
Have to be when I'm in choir.
No! Isn't that so fun?
Yeah.
And as a soprano, I was only ever singing the melody. So harmonizing was new for me.
Sometimes I forget that you're a soprano.
It doesn't really make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Because the older I get, the more mezzo, alto my voice becomes.
But that's the best.
For 20 years.
No, but we love a mellow voice.
We
love a mellow voice.
That was rapid fire questions. Give a round of applause.
Yay!
Great. So now we jump into the real deal.
Okay, let's get into it.
And you know what my mom told me today? I was telling her, I was like, hey, I started a podcast. Did you know? And she goes, yeah, I was listening to it at the gym.
Oh, at the gym?
Okay, mama. My mommy supports me. Hopefully I didn't say anything embarrassing on that podcast. No, she said, hold on. Did you know that my cousin wrote a memoir?
What?
I said, first of all, you have cousins
So-
because I fear I don't know any of them.
but
2, wrote a memoir about what? She was like, well, she grew up and her parents were like always on drugs and they never really had anywhere to stay. And I was like, holy shit,
Damn.
I don't know anything about you.
Memoir.
Once
Wow.
again, why this podcast exists. Because what do you mean you have a cousin that wrote a memoir about her childhood that was awful? All right, we're going to start with acting because me and Wayne both are actors, if you will.
I'm glad that you look at me like a performer of that sort, but like, oh my god, I am not moving to LA or New York or anywhere like that anytime soon.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
When do you think you'll feel ready to move somewhere like that?
That's the question. I think with a lot of performance, not even just performance, but just like artists, period, it's like I have to move to this big city because like at a certain point, like if you want to make it to a certain level, yes, like you have to go where that work is at. I think me personally, I'm not going there until I feel so comfortable with my talent level that I could move to a city like that, pursue it, maybe not reap the benefits right away, but still find love in what I am doing. Or I'm going out there because I'm booked.
Because you're booked.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
That's sort of my mentality right now. Like I'm going to let I would as much as they should be in tandem, I would like for either my life to lead me somewhere and then I find my career there, or my career leads me somewhere and my life builds itself around it. But like we know people that have moved to New York and LA with literally nothing in their bank account, no place to stay, no whatever. I cannot do that.
Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't, because I will not sacrifice what I'm not saying I have the highest standard of living doing what I'm doing right now, but like
I at least can survive.
Yeah.
And I'm not like grasping for straws.
Exactly that, because I feel like that would make that performance part of things harder to enjoy.
I agree, because then it's like it becomes a job rather than becoming something I do because I love it. You said at one point that once you feel good enough in your craft, you would want to go.
Yeah.
What do you think you need to continue to learn to get there, or what do you think you haven't gained?
I feel like, I mean, at this point in my career, I definitely fancy myself as more of a theater actor than I do screen. Probably because I've never done screen work before, but also I feel like maybe where I feel most comfortable in my talents lends itself more toward intimate acting. I'm finding myself more interested in plays than I have in the past. You know, because like growing up, it's like musical theater, yeah. Especially while we were in high school, it was fucking Waitress, Hamilton. Like it was like, I feel like Broadway, like I'm not gonna say it was like their renaissance.
It was real big though.
It was like, I feel like it definitely scooped up and has died down since.
Which sucks, but yes.
And maybe that's just like with the work that's being produced, whatever. I feel like I will feel comfortable. I think when it comes to the three, singing, dancing, acting, my dancing just not even just like could improve, but just my knowledge of the craft. Knowing like if a choreographer was to be like, give me this, I know what you're talking about. Even if it's not the cleanest, I know what you're saying.
I know what the move looks like.
That's where I'm weakest.
Okay.
Singing is after that. I think I know how to sing with what I've been doing thus far, but technically singing and, using my breath and like all the singing is so much more scientific than I realized. Even though like I mean, I've obviously like always known that, but like I guess I hadn't really taken it to an account until I started taking voice lessons with my current voice teacher. And she's the first vocal teacher I have had throughout all of my training, both in private lessons and in school, that has made it make sense in a way. So that, and then with acting, it's mostly like taking in the work, watching movies, watching TV shows I wouldn't normally watch, going to see more plays, going to see more musicals, just exposing myself to it. And like, obviously there's like technique and stuff, but I feel like of the three, everything has their nuance. Like there are people who are born to dance, born to sing, born to act. I feel like acting comes most naturally to
Naturally.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing. I feel like I, in the least pretentious way possible, don't have to work the hardest at, and I feel like I build everything else around that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I start with the character first, and not with how they move or how they sing. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Which is like that makes the most sense to start with.
God,
It's
I
like
hope
the
so.
character of it all
Yeah,
before you can, I don't know, before you can sing and dance.
yeah. Because I also just like love analysis and dramaturgy, which
Mm-hmm.
that's like one of my favorite parts of the process. I didn't realize that until.
Getting to know the character
Mm-hmm.
and creating it.
Yeah.
I've really found a joy in that recently. I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially the one with what I'm in now. It's like I've made a playlist of what I
Hell
should
yeah!
listen to.
Oh my
I think
god.
it's so fun. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
so. I like feel so connected to that character now because of
Love.
that.
Yeah. It's like psychological work. It feels like it's. I mean, the artistry of it all is like obviously the fun part, but like I kind of love that it's like two things at once. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you can't do your best work as an actor unless you know everything that's going
Mm-mm.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong about this, but that's not necessarily how singing and dancing works. Like you can do your best work in that regard. Singing is a little different, and I guess I'm not a dancer, so I don't really know. But to me, it feels like
But all of them, all all of them are creating a story.
true,
Like singing and dancing still needs the story
true.
to tell it. So you
Yes.
still have to like, because I feel like a lot of times in musical theater, especially with like younger people,
Mm-hmm.
they're singing it and they're singing it so that they sound good.
Period.
They're not singing it to tell the story,
Yeah.
which is what I see a lot when I teach children.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something that I feel like I learned a lot is like I'm singing to act. I'm not singing to
Period.
sing.
Right. I mean that's probably half the problem with Broadway today. Is
Oh my
because they're
god, yeah,
putting
because
people
all
on
their
stage.
fucking riffs and
Yeah,
oh, not
it's
every
not even
song.
that, but like people are just trying to sound good. They're
Mm-hmm.
casting people who sound good rather than perform
Perform
well.
well. Yeah. Especially when they put the like random actors into a show to like get more
Yeah,
press on it.
like when what's his fucking bumfuck from not bumfuck, I don't know, but like when they were doing Mean Girls and that one
Oh,
guy.
Cameron.
Yeah, I don't remember
Mm,
who it was,
oh, I don't
but
know.
like I remember like
Cameron Dallas, maybe?
I,
No,
I
what's that name?
that Cameron Dallas sounds
Who's
familiar, but I
Cameron
have no idea who
Dallas?
you're talking about.
It was one of the like
One of the
the
TikTok
TikTok
like
boys.
what's that group that was the
O2L,
YouTube
not
yeah
O2L.
like
Was it
one
O2L?
I don't know if it was O2L but like one of those
Hype
boy
House.
groups something like that.
Okay,
I don't remember which one.
me neither.
I don't remember, but I remember like hearing the snippet. I was like,
Oh, it was
good
bad. They didn't
God.
even make him sing for part of it. They just said
Ooh,
stand there.
ew.
And
Like
it'd be
there's
fine if he
so
could
many
act, but he
pretty
couldn't. There's
boys,
so many pretty
and
boys.
a lot of them can sing.
And
They
who
might be homosexual, but it's
that's
okay.
fine. If they can act, it doesn't
It's
matter.
okay. It's Mean
And
Girls.
who did Cameron, whatever the fuck his name was,
He-
who did he bring into that auditorium?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. I mean, shit.
Who signed that contract?
Right, and is Mean Girls still on Broadway?
Nope. No. And what does it have to say about that, huh?
Nothing.
Speaking about the dance of knowing the steps, today
Mhm.
I was teaching the choreography to the children,
Mhm.
and I was like, "You're gonna do a spin like this, and then you're gonna reach out this way." And one of my kids was like, "Is that a chalet?" And I said, "It's whatever I just did." I was like, "I don't know.
Girl,
What do I
don't
look
ask
like?
me.
A dance teacher?
Oh my
No."
god, if you know it, just do it.
I was like,
And then you
"Does
can
it look
turn around
like?
and be like,
Does it look like a chalet?"
if it looks like a Shanae and talks like a
It,
Shanae, it
prob-
probably is a
it probably is. And in theory, when he asked me it, I was like, "I know that word.
Shanae.
I do not know what it does, though."
Exactly. See, that's what I was saying. Like, I gotta know, but like, also, like, girl, just do it.
Just do.
Oh my
You
god.
watched me do it.
Yeah.
Visual learn. Why do you need an auditory learning
No,
too?
exactly.
Be a teacher. I should give them multiple forms. I don't know what a
I
Shanae
don't
is.
know what a Shanae
Look
is.
at my turn. What do they look like?
Girl, it's a
It's a-
Brianna now.
it's a-
Goddamn.
Who is Shanae? This is a Brianna. What got you into performing?
My cousin Amani.
Okay.
Did she did and does. She's an actress, actress, producer, writer now.
Damn.
But growing up, she had like multiple YouTube channels, and I just remember like she would do like skits and like sketch comedy and like all this stuff. And I remember, oh my god, I remember like when I was younger, like there would be like certain days, like weekends when I didn't have school, obviously, because there's usually not school on the weekend.
Which sometimes happens like that, yeah.
Right. I would like dedicate like a whole day to watching every video because I was just so obsessed. And um, she also did theater at the Rose, and I just remember going to see her shows at the Rose or at I forgot what high school she went to, but in high school, and just being so. I guess I didn't know that it was like that accessible. Like I obviously knew that acting was a thing. I actually vividly remember like learning that TV shows are not real, like watching Wizards of Waverly Place, and like either somebody would told me, or like I just made the realization. I was like, oh my god, wizards are not real. This is not actually
Hold
happening.
on.
Like these are just people.
What the
But
hell?
that looks so fun,
Doesn't it?
you know? Like I remember she had a video called, oh my god, it's gonna bother me now. Soul Snatcher. Called Soul Snatcher, where it was her and my other cousin, but her brother, and like she made a deal with like a demon of sorts. That was like, you can have the perfect life, everything you want, but you have to give me your soul.
Damn.
And then like she got that. She signed the contract, got everything she wanted, but like the guy like kind of fucked it up a little bit to where there was like one little thing that he got wrong, and she realized like obviously this life is not what it's cracked up to be. Found the whole loophole in the thing, and then like got out of the contract. It was whatever.
Damn.
But I just remember being so gagged because she just made it like on a camcorder and like just edited it at home. Like she was like 16, 17 years old and I did that. I just thought that was so cool.
What was the first show that you did? Do you remember?
I do. It was a Brian Gearing original.
Was it?
It was. It was the I forgot what it was called, but it was a Robin Hood spinoff.
Okay.
In this version, Robin Hood was a girl and like had a close relationship with Mary, whatever the fuck her name is. There's like a gentry woman in that universe.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I was the sheriff of Nottingham.
I know, that's right.
And I loved it. Loved it down. And yeah, it was just so fun. It was at the Rose Theater.
I was gonna say I didn't know your first show was at the Rose. How old were you?
I think it was a summer camp, so 5th going into 6th.
Into
grade.
6th. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah. I loved it so much. I was so nervous, but I just remember like, oh my god, like the applause. I live for the applause.
I live for the applause.
And I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
This is perfect. Yeah. Imani?
Mm-hmm.
She
Imani
did stuff at the Rose. Is that how you found out about Cams and Touch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because my mom one day came in with the Rose brochure and was like, they're doing Nelly Sweet Nelly. Do you want to do it? And I was like, I don't know what that is. Sure.
Really?
Yeah. Had no idea. That wasn't my first show, but that was my first show with the Rose. My first show was Little Mermaid at my middle school.
Oh.
And I was a guest of the palace.
I guess at the
palace. Oh.
Oh, I was gonna at the ballet. Was
what I
was about to say,
you went
palace.
chorus line and I went into the woods.
Oh.
Into the woods. I was like, what is that from? And it's not even the guest of the palace, it's Steps of the Palace. Oh, the Steps of the Palace.
At the guest of the
palace. As a guest at the palace.
And how was that experience? I know this is like you're asking me questions, but how was that experience for you? Your first show?
In Lit Merm.
Mm-hmm.
I figure I don't remember it much. What I really remember about that show was like making costumes, which is like why was I doing that? I'm in 6th grade.
No.
It was my first show. I do remember being so annoying about it.
Yeah.
Because it was my first thing and I was like, oh my god, because when I was in elementary school, I was like, well, I'm gonna be a pop star. Obviously.
Duh.
Because all I knew was singing. I didn't know really about acting.
Yeah.
Until I had got into middle school. I remember auditioning for the show and then being like, how do I sign up for show choir? Can I sign up for show choir? And she was like, you can't sign up until 7th grade. And I was like, why? And then when I was in 7th grade, they let 6th graders in and I was pissed.
See, that would piss me off.
I was like,
don't
are you
the
kidding?
rules on me now.
Yeah, you just let me not be in it last year.
Right.
And now you're going to let everybody in? This is Everybody Club.
And now you should put me in the front row.
Yeah, and I deserve a solo, and I did get one.
Exactly. You did?
Yeah, I was
I know, that's
Zazu.
Right.
I was Zazu. I just remembered the other memory I
my
remembered was auditioning for my 8th grade musical.
Uh-huh.
And 8th grade and like middle school is like when you like choreograph every single motion
Yeah.
to the song that you audition.
Yeah, top of the
where it's
totem pole.
like the second star to the right. It's like really bad. And I remember actively doing that and then like looking at my teacher mid audition and her like winking at me.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I was like, oh.
my
And then I
God.
did get the lead. But
you did it?
I did.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, she can't wink at you
I know.
and not give you the lead.
I remember seeing that and I was like, I sat back down on my chair and I was like,
You're like, you guys can go home
you guys,
now.
no, yeah, you guys got it. Oh, you're next. Okay, good luck.
She winked at me.
Middle school is
Dude,
crazy, bro.
No, yeah, it's gross. I don't miss middle school.
I do not miss middle school
at all.
And me and Wayne missed each other by like years at the Rose Theater Bar and Grill, in case you're wondering.
Just like just barely.
Because I did Nelly Sweet Nelly.
Mhm.
Then the next year I went and did a musical in Lincoln
Mhm.
instead. And Wayne did Animal Farm.
I think it was the horse. There's a horse, right?
I don't know.
I think it was the horse.
I don't know Animal Farm like that.
Oh. Well, yeah.
I wasn't in it.
They didn't make you read Animal Farm in high school?
No, and if they did,
Are you
I
serious?
did not read it.
Girl, Millard West High School needs to stop.
I didn't.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's really a part of the.
No, because we read 1984.
Oh, okay, word.
And then we read that graphic novel, Beowulf.
Beowulf? Fire.
I
fuck with Beowulf.
That was the one I read. Out of all of them, that was the one I read.
Yeah, because there's pictures.
Yep. That's my problem is that if someone tells me to read something, I'll be like, oh my God. I have to come up with the idea on my own. Or I'm like a man. I have to come up with the idea on my own or it will not be happening.
Yep. Have you guys ever heard?
Have you read Animal Farm? I can't believe no one's talking about this.
Everybody sophomore year.
Fahrenheit 451 was one of our books too.
Just read that one.
Okay, see, maybe that's where they swapped.
Okay.
Okay, back to it. Wayne did Animal Farm, and then the year after, we finally did the same show together.
Yeah.
Which was Pinocchio.
And then it was Orestes.
Commedia dell'arte. And then Orestes, and then Balinese Tales, which you were not in.
No.
But I co-directed.
Yeah, and I remember, like, I don't remember why I didn't do it, but I remember being like,
I don't either. I know, and it was the last year that it was like actually big and like important.
Yeah,
because conservatory was we had like a core group of us that did it every single year, and then after we all like kind of left, it like died out for a bit, and then they got a new core group, and then now conservatory doesn't exist. Isn't that crazy?
It's kind of sad.
We've talked about this ad nauseum. Conservatory was life changing.
Yeah,
as a young actor.
Yeah, conservatories works. In the morning, we rehearse our show, and then in the afternoon, we would work on some different aspect of theater, be that playwriting, choreography, dramaturgy, devising, just some other aspect of theater, so that like people of older age, because like the age group was like what, 12
to 18.
Yeah, so like people at this point, if you're still here, you want to do it.
You want to be
so
here,
that you could be exposed to all these different aspects of theater and get like a little bit of a concentration in each thing, which I thought was really cool, but I don't think it really works like that anymore.
It doesn't at all. And that's what makes me sad is that I think I learned almost the most I've learned about theater, other than like my college degree, as a young actor in conservatory.
100%.
Because like in high school theater, it's really important and it should be funded and all those things. However, and it's like you can only learn so much.
100%.
Because it's like you were doing shows and then you have drama 1, drama 2, technical theater.
Yeah, on top of just like school, like period.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
What's your favorite theatrical experience?
Probably Rent.
That's not what I thought you would say.
What did you think?
I thought Angels. But I think
Angels is a close second.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's most recent in my brain.
Angels is a close second. I think Rent just. I did Rent at the Omaha Community Playhouse 2023. I think it was like February, March of 2023. And I played Angel, and that was. It just came at a very formative time in my life because I was in school for theater, not really loving it. I was at a different university than the one I originally started at, which I was enjoying more, but I still felt like there was more. I think just like I don't think that I was meant to go to a traditional university.
I agree.
I think I would have been more successful in art school. Rent was happening, and then I got in a really bad car crash that kind of just made me forced myself to make decisions that I otherwise would not have had to make. And decided to stay in the show that I was doing rather than stay in school. So I think it just meant a lot to me because I feel like I was still learning a lot about my craft, which is what I went to school to do,
Mm-hmm.
but also not being distracted by the rest of the bullshit of being in college. So it almost like it was like I have nothing else to focus on but this. And obviously like work and like paying bills or whatever, but like
Side note.
yeah,
Side quest.
side quest, paying bills,
Paying
yeah.
bills. Side quest. Not even
Yeah.
important.
But I think like also I just was blessed to even just like be in the show because I was not supposed to have been originally, and also just like with the cast of people that it was just a very uplifting environment for me personally. I don't know that everybody else had that experience. So it was really hard, and I think I've had maybe more fun in other shows just since then. Collectively, I think that's where I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And because of the experiences I had in that show, I feel like I've been able to do better since then.
Mm-hmm.
It's either that or Pipeline.
Oh, I forgot about that show.
Pipeline happened same year, but in the fall. Same theater.
Oh my god, it did.
It did.
Wow.
Big year for Wayne.
Big year for Wayne.
Pipeline was fun though because I think honestly to this day, for where I was at in my life, was the best work I've done.
Oh my
I'm
god,
not going to say
so
I've done
good.
better because I hope I have, but I think I felt when I was doing it, I was like, I think that like I haven't, not I haven't, but I was like, I am doing a good job.
Why do you love theater?
Yeah, I do. I love theater. I mean, I think it's like, I think I like the exchange between doing it in real time and people's reactions. I think that's part of the reason why I would be like sort of hesitant to do like screen acting because
it's so different.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people like behind the camera reacting in a certain way, but obviously they can't react out loud. It might just be like that sort of instant gratification, be that through silence, through laughter, through gasps, what have you. But there's also just about like something about people being right there and like knowing that we're going through this together and like that the audience is experiencing the story at the same time as you are. I think that keeps it fresh regardless of how many times you've done it. I think that's the coolest thing about it. And also just like it takes a certain level of vulnerability, I feel like, because you have to open yourself up to get the audience to do the same. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm trying to think of a way to say it in a way that someone who doesn't do theater
would understand.
Right, but like I guess the closest thing I could compare it to is like a game, like a sports game of any sort. There's that sort of like, even though it's all happening right there on the court or the field or whatever the fuck, like it's definitely there. You can feel the energy of the crowd, and then the crowd can feel what's happening right there too. So it's like a sort of energy,
a mutual exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I think that's so cool.
I also really enjoy that it's like it's always different. Which I think is so cool.
Yeah, always different. There's so many different forms of all arts, but like of theater too that like lends itself to different experiences. I guess like as an actor, I enjoy the sort of masking, and that's like one of my favorite things is when I do a show and then I get done, and if I hear it, and I hear like I like that wasn't like that did not even feel like you up there. That's what I love.
That's good.
That's what I love. And then that's like a sort of rare thing to hear, I feel like, especially from like close friends. But that's, I guess, how I know. Not I know I did my job, but that makes me feel like I did my job.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be me.
It's not me.
No.
I'm not up there.
I'm not up there.
Don't see me. Don't perceive me.
No, don't perceive me. And I don't know if this is like unhealthy, but like I kind of love like when I'm like doing a show and then I get off stage. I'm like, what the fuck?
Where
Like,
was
what just
I?
happened? Like, literally, like, you sort of like black out for a minute, and then you like come back, and it's like, oh my god.
Are you ever on stage and you're like mid scene and you're so locked in that you're like, oh fuck, I just don't know what my next line is?
Yeah.
But then it just comes
It's
out.
scary. It's
Isn't it
kind of scary.
crazy?
My uncle one time told me, he was like, actors are like certifiably clinically insane. And I remember at first being like, what the, why would you even, but he like started to explain himself. I'm like, you know what, you're kind of right. Not that like, no, don't be clinically insane. But like there is a certain level of mental awareness you have to be able to be yourself enough to like hit your blocking and do your lines, but also like remove the rest of yourself to be able to let somebody else's story take hold.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. And it's also just nice to get to step outside of yourself and worry about somebody else's problems and pleasures.
Yeah.
Other than your own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take a load off.
Yeah.
Take a
like,
load
oh my god,
off.
it's so sickening being me the whole time.
Oh my
and
god.
not sickening as in sickening, but like,
like the
literally. like, God. Yeah.
What would you say your dream role or dream show is right now?
I don't know. I don't know that I have one.
Okay.
I don't know that I have one. My above all else is to originate a role, but not just originate it. And maybe this is so conceited of me to say, but like originate. Am I boring you?
No, no. I'm sorry. No, I keep yawning, but I'm like I can't breathe, and the yawning helps me breathe. No, because I literally was like, he's gonna ask me if I'm bored. I'm not bored.
No,
I'm
I know.
actually really
No, I
enjoying
know.
this.
But to originate it in a way where it's like my performance of it may not always be in comparison, but will like be like this is a certified way to do it.
Yeah.
This person did it so well that anybody else who does it, it's not necessarily about doing it better, but doing it different enough to be memorable.
Yeah.
I would love that. I guess more so than having a role that I would like to do, I would love to be on, maybe this is cliche, I'd love to be in an HBO Max show.
Yeah.
I think that
because they do shows.
Yeah, they do. And it's also just like, especially within recent years, like, I mean, I guess it kind of like not started with Game of Thrones, but I feel like Game of Thrones was the first show for me that's like, oh, HBO is like doing their thing, and then things came out after that, and it's only gotten more and more and more and more so.
Do you see the new season of Euphoria is coming out?
I did. No, and Euphoria was one of those shows that was like, when I was in high school, I was like, oh my god, I need to be on this show.
I think that one's the one
crazy that I, as a 17-year-old, wanted to be on Euphoria.
Well, because it's all about 17-year-olds.
It is, and played by 20-somethings, but
which good, because the shit they do in there is crazy.
Don't let a minor on that show.
Don't let a minor on that show, for real.
But like, yeah, I think I would either, if not HBO Max, then like maybe Broadway, but I think I would rather do a Broadway play than a Broadway musical. Yeah. There's like a different type of pressure associated around a Broadway musical, I feel like, especially like a new one, because like everybody's like, what's going to be the next Hamilton, like, or like stuff like that, like what's going to be the next thing. I feel like maybe the pressure around plays is not, I guess I don't know for sure,
but I feel like you hear about them less at the very least.
Yeah, but I also feel like the work that's being done in there is just as important.
Yeah, and they're always so innovative because you really have to do something good
to get people to want to go see a show for a play for $400 or $500.
Which it sucks, because honestly, plays, I sometimes enjoy a play far more than I enjoy a musical.
Oh yeah.
Because it's real. Like, musicals can be real. However, and like a song will always take it out. Like
a little bit. I agree.
I think musicals are written so well. I think it can really go with the storyline of like, yeah, it doesn't need the song here. However, and a play feels like peeking into someone's life. Yeah, for real.
I agree. I would rather watch a really, really, really good play than a really, really good musical.
Yeah, I think so too. Because when I think of a really good musical, it's like showstopper numbers, great
Hmm.
music. But when I think of a really good play, it's like that's a beautiful story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actors that I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah.
you really know how to
Right.
act.
Not at all to diminish the power of a talented vocalist,
Mm-hmm.
but I will, at this point in my life, be more impressed by a really talented actor than a
Yeah,
really talented singer.
I think
Even
so
though
too.
it takes being a good actor to be a talented singer,
Mm-hmm.
I think I will just, it'll just, it's a little bit more compelling for me.
Let's jump to present questions.
Okay.
Um, what are qualities that you look for in a friend or a partner? What's like the most
Mm,
important qualities?
more than anything, right now, comfortability.
Mm,
In the way that I am not overthinking what I'm saying or doing based off of your reactions.
mm-hmm.
I think I learning to love thyself is an everlasting journey because yourself is always changing. I don't think I think I have feel more comfortable with myself now than I ever have before in my life,
Uh-huh.
which probably just comes with like aging and learning that not everybody's going to be your friend, not everybody's going to be your partner,
Uh-huh.
and that's okay.
Uh-huh.
They're not meant to be.
Uh-uh.
Um, but I guess like especially in recent years, like my relationship statuses, both platonically and romantically, have changed drastically within the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
My friend group looks nothing like the way it did 3 years ago.
Mm-mm.
But I will say the friends that I now consider my closest friends, I can say for sure are my friends
Mm.
because they like me for all facets of myself. And I find myself platonically or even just like flimsically sexually. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice any of myself to appease you.
Yeah.
So I think that's, I guess, what I'm looking for is like, I am trying to do better about coming at you with just like being who I am, because I think that also sort of like cuts out the losers and the lamos. Like, okay, like you're not vibing with me or whatever, or at the very least you're not making me feel how I want to feel.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like might be a very selfish way to think, but especially when we're like talking about like romantic partners, a boyfriend is not going to save my life. A partner is not going to save my life,
Mm-mm.
nor is it going to really, like, at the end of the day, I'm going to have myself and I'm going to have my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are here as a partner in any sort that's not platonic, then you're here because I want you to be, because we are serving each other in a way that's actually healthy. And
Yeah.
I'm not like performing so that you think I'm hot, or like diminishing parts of myself so that you don't think I'm
So that you can
annoying.
stay around.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. I think that's something I learned with the most recent boy,
Uh-huh.
is that he was very nice, he was very cute, and I thought he was cool or whatever, and I thought he was really sexy, and so I think I was like, oh my god, like I can't fuck this up. But then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
also, ignoring how annoyed I'm getting, even over the small things, because when I see you, it's like cool and nice, and we have
Because
a
it's
good time.
fine when we're together,
Right.
but everywhere else it's bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that one.
Right. But with somebody that like is actually meant to be there, the in between won't be that bad.
Mm-mm.
We don't have to talk all the time.
No, but I have to at least feel secure that you want me around.
Right. Right. So I guess that's it. Because
Yeah.
I have high key abandonment issues,
I do too.
so
A high
like
key. Me too.
bad. So I love people that make me feel like I'm going to leave you, like I'm going to leave you tonight and I'm not going to worry about seeing you again.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily in like I don't have to see you again, but like when I do see you, it'll be great.
It'll be fine.
No matter
Yeah.
how long it's been.
Yeah.
Because the in between will be fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
Comfortability is a great word to describe that too.
Especially like comfortable silence, because I can yap, but I also like, this, like I get in moods where like don't have much to say. Not that I don't want to be around you, not that I don't want to talk, I just don't have anything
I
to
just don't have.
contribute.
I don't have anything to
Sometimes I
say.
just want to like sit in the same room with you and be quiet.
And scroll on my phone.
Yeah,
And read a book.
and that's totally
And
fine.
that's totally fine.
But there are people that like you can't do that with.
No, and it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and that
At
makes
what
me
point
feel
in a
like
friendship do you get to that point where it's like we're comfortable here?
I feel like there are people where you have to work towards it, and there are
Mhm.
people that you don't.
Mhm.
I feel like
Mhm.
with you and I think we worked toward it. Not
Mhm.
that it was like I felt uncomfortable being quiet around you, but also especially like when we were like younger and getting to know each other, it's just about being boisterous and funny and witty and like
Uh-huh.
whatever. So I think we have worked our way towards like not having to do that all the
I
time,
agree.
and that's okay.
That's okay.
But there are people that I'm close friends with now, like Jill, where it was almost the opposite. I think I was okay with being kind of quiet around her. Whether or not we're quiet or we're yapping all the time, not a problem.
Jay chillin'.
Yeah.
What's your most proudest accomplishment that you've achieved in your life thus far?
The one that came to mind at the very least when you first asked it was winning the award last
Last
year.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um and I keep forgetting that not everybody.
You
Um
guys don't, and you should know this too.
um I won like a local arts award
He's really
for
good.
being like outstanding performance by an actor in a lead role in a musical. And I guess that just like really was really cool to me. Because I genuinely was not expecting anything from it.
Yeah.
Like it was for playing Willy Wonka and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I wasn't expecting anything because that didn't really feel like a role that, well, period. I wasn't expecting anything. Like, I don't, nobody should audition for a role for the purposes of winning an award. That defeats the point.
Agreed.
Um, but that also just doesn't really scream like a role that people like gravitate towards, but especially with that initially being a community voted award and then it goes to a board, I think like that just made me feel very gratified and validated in the fact that like the people that came to see the show thought that that was worthy of recognition.
Yeah.
That thought what I was doing was worthy of winning an award, even if it's not something that like has to happen. So I thought that was really, really cool. And I think that was the first thing that kind of made me realize like I'm not the first thing, but like the one of the most like profound moments where it was like, I'm on the right track and I'm doing
Yeah.
the right thing. Especially I feel like it's in this industry, it's like there are so many ways to find success on whatever level you want to find it. So I guess that made me realize like, okay, like even though I'm not actively seeking success and as it pertains to awards and stewardship in that way. I don't know if I use that word correctly, but that can still find me because I
Yeah.
worked hard.
Yeah. Hey, what are your goals for this year? Or what's a goal for this year?
What's a goal? I think this year I would really like to turn the energy that I've turned toward my career and like relationships and even to a certain extent friendships
Uh-huh.
into myself. I think
Mm,
I'm
that's
very
good.
bad about taking actual good care of myself
Mm-hmm.
beyond like eating healthy and working out and going to bed early and drinking water cuz like yes, like that is important, but I feel like that shit is like hard to do if you like are not also like caring for yourself beyond that.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have the battery to hang out with your people, don't go out
Don't
because
go
it's only going to make it
out.
worse.
It's so hard to do that
You
though.
know? And it's like the things like that, I guess like that's sort of what I want to focus on more, especially because I hopefully will be living by myself for the
Mm-hmm.
majority of this year. So I don't want to like be living by myself and go batshit crazy. Like I need to start therapy. I need to do better about journaling my thoughts in any way, be that in a voice recording or in a journal or with a therapist, like whatever, like not letting everything exist in my head,
Mm-hmm.
taking care of other things, taking better care of my dog, taking better care of my plants, because I have found that when I'm taking care of living things like that, it makes me take better care of
Of
myself
yourself. That's
in a way,
interesting.
or it just makes me feel better about it, I
Yeah.
guess. So I guess that's like my main goal is to like I would love to walk away from this year because I feel like 2025 ended and I didn't feel as though I had made any personal growth, which is obviously not true because that's just
Yeah.
not how that works.
Interesting.
But like, I didn't feel like I had made active steps toward personal growth. It
Heard.
was just sort of passive or like in reaction to things that were happening.
Because of other things that you
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
That's a great goal. Self-care.
Thanks.
2026 year of self-care. Pumpkin. What's one thing you've been doing recently to protect your peace?
Honestly, the saying no
Saying no.
to hanging out.
Saying no is so hard.
Yeah,
To
because like,
anything.
I mean, like, because obviously I would like to be friends with everybody at all times, but I'm like, I would rather say no every now and then than like force myself to hang out, even if it's just like sitting in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And know when I left my house, I would have had rather been in my bed
Yeah.
because that will immediately affect my attitude. And it has
Yep.
nothing to do with who I'm seeing, but just like my brain told me to stay home and I ignored it.
And I didn't.
Yeah, and I didn't. And now I'm out at the bar and I'm drunk and I'm angry and I'm sad.
I'm all of the above.
Right. When I could have been in my bed asleep.
Asleep, angry and sad in my
angry
sleep.
and sad and drunk.
All
when I could have
three.
been sober and dreaming.
I could have been sober and bed.
Yeah. That's good.
Compared to you as like, I think about this a lot as a teenager, like where
Mhm.
you thought you would be when you were a teenager
Mhm.
to where you are now.
Mhm.
How does it differ?
Mhm.
And what do you think your younger self would be most surprised about?
I think I've always had really high expectations for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember being in middle school and being like, by the time I graduate high school, I will be on Disney Channel. Like, so like, shit like that.
And yeah.
You know? And so, like, probably the same thing for, like, being in high school. Like, I think I probably thought I would have been, like, in a different city and, like, doing the whole acting thing now.
It's always that.
It's always that. But I'm like, there is, like, no such fucking thing as... I mean, yes, there is, like, doing the acting thing. But, like, I feel like that brings in a lot of, like, negative feelings rather than just, like, acting when I want to because I think it's fun, not forcing myself to audition for something because I feel like I should be.
Because I need to
Right.
live and survive.
That is something that Travis Manley, one of my good friends and also past castmates, taught me in a way. Like, he only does shows that he wants to audition for.
Mm.
And Travis has been on Broadway and has done the whole gambit.
I did not know that.
And yeah. Mm-hmm. And only, but like, I guess it's sort of like you can have the drive and the talent to want to do all that stuff, but also actively only seek out the things that you feel like would really serve you as a person and as a performer. And so I guess that's something I'm trying to center more. Like, I don't want to move to a big city for the hope of booking it big. Like, if I'm moving somewhere for a role or for a job, it's because I really want that specific role.
Yeah.
And I want that specific show. I would be surprised. This is going to sound really conceited.
Okay.
I think I would be surprised at the fact that I find myself attractive.
Real as fuck, not conceited at all, real as fuck.
But like, not necessarily just like physically, but like even just with theater, like that I am somebody that people want to work with.
Yeah.
But also I'm somebody that people want to be friends with. I'm somebody that people want to be with, you know. I think I remember, this is gonna sound really sad, but I remember when I was younger, there would be times I'd look at myself in my mirror and I'd be like, you're not pretty, but you're not ugly. I'd be like, you're a really good friend. Probably not someone that someone wants to date.
No.
But like, you're a good person. Like, trying to console myself.
Oh my.
But you know what? God. Fuck that.
That's really funny.
No, fuck that. I am sexy as hell. I'm funny. I'm smart. I'm not the best person in the world, but I'm not the worst.
Definitely not the worst.
You know, like, I think I'm a good friend.
Yeah.
I think I could be a great partner and have been at times.
Yes.
And I will never speak to myself like that again because you know what, God damn it, what did RuPaul say? If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love anybody else, bro? So I think I would be really surprised at how far I've come on my self-love journey.
Do you think you've lived past lives?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think your past lives were?
I think everybody has.
Everyone?
Yeah. Okay. I do. I feel like that really informs who we are. Not to get like real woo-woo, but I think like especially as a child, I think that's maybe when our past lives start to come out because
Mm.
like the most and the most apparent, and then like just societal pressures, whatever family you're born into, and like however that culture works, sort of frames it in a way.
Mm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I 100% do.
Okay.
I think maybe I think in a past life I was a much more shy and secluded person in during one of my past lives
Uh-huh.
because I a lot of the time feel, and it could just be because like just from wanting to take a break and like not do things all the time, but I feel a strong pull to be alone and to not do very much
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the time. But if I sit in that too long, then it switches. Like, but the second I start doing something, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to be alone. And I'm not
Mm.
really like an introvert like that.
Yeah.
And I haven't been for
Yeah.
that's like, this is like a more recent development, at least since I was a kid. I think when I was a kid, I had a tendency to isolate myself, both for just to be like, did you guys notice I was missing or what? But also just because like,
Why?
but
That's
I
so
think I wasn't as a kid, I wasn't like, I didn't realize that like it's also okay to like separate yourself and like be okay with being separated.
Did you guys know I
You know,
was missing?
like no, I actually I might have told you this story before, but I remember going to one of my friends that I met at the Rose when he was a
Uh-huh.
boy, and I had a crush on him. Obviously, he invited me to his birthday party, and it was all these people I didn't know, and we were in this park, and we were playing like laser tag of some sort, but it was like I don't know, it was like a whole thing. And I remember separating myself because we were playing laser tag, and I was like, okay, someone's gonna have to come find me. And nobody did. Nobody did. Nobody did. Nobody did. I remember being pissed. I was like, oh my God, the one part of the game is you have to find me.
That's
I
literally
didn't
the
even
point of
look.
the game.
But also, like, they didn't know
They
me.
did not know
They
you.
didn't know
They
me.
probably were like, wasn't there one more
Yeah, they
person
were like,
here
oh
that
my
before we started?
God. Here I am, like, picking daisies in the fucking field, and I had to walk up all alone.
What is something you've learned that you think everyone should know? It can be something silly, like don't bring your toaster in the bathtub, or it can be something
Mm.
serious.
Okay, I actually.
Uh oh. I'm scared.
I have a silly one
Okay,
first.
great.
Okay, well, oh my God, I forgot about this. I remember when I was younger. I don't remember what I was eating from Taco Bell, but I remember I thought it was so good to the point where I wouldn't put it down. I I had to go to the bathroom. And so I sat on the toilet with my burrito, and my dad burst in the door, was like, Wade, and slapped it out of my hand into the trash can. So, hey, don't bring your Taco Bell into the bathroom. Don't bring your food into the bathroom, no matter how good it is. I promise, like, you can wait until you're done pissing or shitting. I don't think I was shitting, hopefully.
It's really
Yeah,
funny.
you can wait until the food, like
Wait.
the food, if you have to pee, if you have to relieve yourself, warm it up. If it's, it can wait. That's my silly one. The food can wait. But I guess one that's more profound is I remember when I was in high school, it was the first boy I had ever dated.
Uh-huh.
And I remember feeling like on the fence of whether or not I should keep going because I was like, I like him, but I'm like, I'm not really like enjoying myself, yada yada blah blah blah. And I told my high school choir director
Uh-huh.
about it, and I obviously was probably not trying to hear about my boy problems,
Well.
and she was just kind of like, you don't deserve to live in a gray area.
It's like,
Like
yeah.
you deserve, like, not everything has to be black and white, but sometimes they do, and like you deserve clarity. And that is something that, like, honestly, I don't think she realized how impactful that was to say
Uh-huh.
to somebody, especially at that age, at that time. But like that is something I have carried with me through all of my relationships, platonic, romantic, or otherwise. Like, yes, you do have to allow yourself time to yourself and the other person and y'all in tandem to figure things out.
Yeah.
But like sometimes that back and forth, are we or are we not, even with friends, like you deserve to know that, kind of going back to the comfortability thing, like you deserve to feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are not, there's a reason why. It could be because of you, it could be because of them, but there is a reason, or a mix of both. Life is too short to not know where you stand with people.
Yeah.
And I think it is important to take a step back in those moments within yourself, and really like reconcile what is making you feel that way and acting from there on out. That is really like that has helped me a lot, because not, oh my god, like people are, not everybody is deserving of whatever energy you're putting out.
I agree.
And it doesn't, it like, it's not saying that you're better than everybody or anything, but like if you are unhappy, then make yourself happy in a way that's, not, in a way that is healthy and not toxic, and also like understanding of where other people are, how other people are feeling, like even in situations, like in situationships where you like, this person likes you more than you like them. If you're unhappy because you can feel that disconnect, do something about it. Like I don't know, like especially now, like these are our hottest years. Our hottest years. These are our most energetic years. These are also the years that we can like do something about it. Like I'm not a teenager. I don't live at my parents' house anymore. Like I have a lot more agency than I realize. And this can even extrapolate beyond people. Like if you are not happy in the city that you're in the job that you're working, in the living situation you're in, life is too short to not do something about it.
Yeah.
All change does not have to be bad.
Yeah.
Change is going to happen regardless. I think it's best if you are the instigator of that change. There are so many times in life where change is going to happen to you. You can't do anything
You
about
can't
it.
do nothing.
So if you have the agency to do something about it, do it.
Yeah.
And it may work in your favor, it may not, but it's going to be change regardless.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's honestly like been one of the biggest life lessons I've learned thus far.
I learned something last year that was big for me. That was like chemistry does not mean compatibility. And I think as a extrovert yapper that we both are, that's something that I have to remember.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, being a chatty girl is really hard because I can go on a first date and it was great.
Right.
Do I know if I have chemistry with you? No.
No.
I just know that I know how to
got
talk
to
to you.
talk.
Yeah. It's great because I had a couple good one-liners and I felt great after.
Yeah.
I know I did a good job.
Yeah, that's a good point. Chemistry does not. I guess I never really thought about that, because the immediate thought is like, there's banter here, but like, is there really?
Yeah.
Or even if there is banter, is this banter that is like worth pursuing and continuing?
Yeah, because we can work, but we might not work.
Yeah.
In other aspects of life.
Yeah.
What is a word that you've been using or that you wish you would like to use more? Word that you want to teach the people?
That's not like the hardest question you've asked me.
That's also was on my list. So because I last week or last episode looked up the word of the day and we learned a new word together. But I think you probably have a word that you've been. It doesn't even have to be like a new or a fancy word. Just a word that you really like.
For the sake of not taking forever to think about it, I think my word would be connection.
Oh.
Because I think there are many. I mean, it kind of is like a through line with everything we've been talking about. But like, there are many different kinds of connections, and your connection that you feel with a person, place, animal, or thing is going to change. And I think I guess like in teaching have been using that word a lot, like connect with the people around you. I'm not necessarily saying you have to touch them.
Please don't.
I'm not even necessarily saying that you have to look at them. Your connection with somebody can be the fact that you don't want to be around them. That's still a connection of sorts. Yeah, I guess I don't really have a good explanation for that. No, I don't have a good explanation for that. I think that would be my word, though. It could also just be because I've been playing connections more so.
And I have not been on my NYT. games
You know
recently.
what? Like, I need to do better about that
I
because
used to have a Wordle streak of like over 100.
yeah,
Haven't been on it in
yeah.
weeks.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is brain food, and like
And
it's
knowing it's much better than the rotting I'm doing elsewhere on my phone.
yeah,
So
like, and it can still be fun. But I don't know. I feel like it is. It is a. I was thinking about this, not to be morbid, but I was thinking about this a few days ago at my grandma's funeral. Like,
mhm.
just with the song that I was singing, like, it is a privilege to get to be a human being and human being and experience life.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
really is, and I have not always felt that way, and I don't always feel that way. There are many times in the least suicidal way possible. I in the least, like, where like I don't want to continue experiencing life because it's a lot,
Yeah, but
especially
I
with
did not
all
ask
the
to be
shit.
here.
No, especially with all the shit that's going on
Oh
in
my
this
god, yeah.
country, around the world. Like, it. You know, sometimes it's easier just to be like, I am done, even just in a way of just like closing yourself off and shutting yourself in your room.
hmm
But it really is a privilege to be aware of all that is going on in this world and to appreciate like beautiful things. Like, I think about that a lot, about how like we as humans can like look at a color and be like, I really like this color.
That's my favorite color.
Yeah, or like that flower is really pretty.
It's
And I
really
think to
beautiful.
myself, like, did this like does a fucking like deer go throughout the forest and like look up at the trees and it's like, wow, that's pretty? Like, do they have the capability to
It's a
do
great
so? You
question.
know, and I think that is such a gift that we do. And I think it's also a gift that in the inverse of it, that we are able to experience like malice and uncomfortability and like know why we feel that way,
hmm
know why things make us scared, and are
hmm
able to do something about it. And you know, it's not just like I'm prey and I'm being hunted, you know, like whatever, like I can do something about
I
it
can do,
because
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and that's not even all people can say that. So like I guess that kind of is a privileged point of view, but I feel very grateful to be able to make connections with things like that, know why I feel that way, and be able to act upon it.
yeah.
Especially now, like things are scary now, but I would rather have been. I'm happy to be born in the time that I am born in, and I'm very grateful to be alive at the time that I am alive. And yeah, just puts a lot of things into perspective for me. And I honestly, this again morbid, but I that thought came to me when I learned that animals can kill themselves and like know that they're doing it. Like, I remember I was on TikTok and I read about
What?
this beluga whale. It was a beluga whale exhibit. There was like two of them, and one of them died. And like the whales are very intelligent creatures, and
uh-huh.
so like it realized that its partner was missing, and then
No.
it just like swam down and did not come back up because it was so sad, and it knew that if it went down and didn't go up, it wouldn't.
It would die.
Yeah, like, that is so sad, but
I
like
did not
also
know
like
that.
like it just made me it just really put stuff into perspective for me. I was like, oh my god, like, I get to live this life, and I get to know when things make me happy, and I get to know when things make me sad. And with where I am in my life right now, I can do something about it.
Yeah.
And I don't have to sit in anything if I don't want to.
It's really beautiful.
You know,
You know what the scripture says?
but
Someday we'll find it. That rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers,
the way
and
I
me.
thought you were about to quote the Bible,
Could you imagine?
I was like, okay, go off.
What do
I
I
was
know about
expecting like
scripture?
Corinthians.
Yeah, it's Kermit 742. You
Kermit.
know about Kermit?
Yeah,
The book of
the Book of Kermit from the Greater Book of the
the best book of the Muppets.
Muppets.
There's the Bible and then there's the Muppets.
Oh,
And
oh, New
pretty
King
much the
James
same thing.
version.
Fuck, that's funny.
uh,
We're pretty good, huh?
Baby,
Maybe.
we did it.
We did it. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Who even are you? Hopefully you learned a little bit more about who even are you, Wayne Hudson.
Uh,
Wayne, where can they check you out? Where can they find you?
on really everything. Actually, really just Instagram. I don't
Just
really have anything
Instagram.
else. Um, I don't know what my Instagram handle it is.
Wayne Hudson II, the second, I
Sounds
think.
right.
Because I tagged you
Sounds
in
about
something
right.
today.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and Yeah.
At your local theater near you.
Yeah,
Coming
true.
soon.
Please
Please.
come see me. Support your local art scene people. These people are working hard.
They're working hard.
And you never know what's going on until you go and see.
True. Amen.
There's a lot of cool stuff happening in your city.
Any last words for the people?
Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're pretty, even if you don't believe it. Someday you will.
Yeah. Everyone draw yourself a mirror. And look in that mirror and say, looking good.
Looking good, bro. Do that. Eat some good food. Play your favorite song. The small things are all the
small things.
Right.
Work sucks.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Great. Hey, thanks for being here.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Thanks for being my first guest. Check us out on Instagram. Follow. Leave a little comment and a like if you wish.
Yep, support your girl. Keep listening to the pod.
I'll be here. I'll be here when I want to be here. Okay? I love you all. I hope you have a beautiful day. And we'll catch you next time. Goodbye. Yay! We did it!
We did it! Lo hicimos! We did it!